question and ask you, what were your thoughts on AEW bringing back Sting? Do you think it was a success? And why do you think AEW bringing in Sting was received so much better than Goldberg coming back to face Roman Reigns?
I'll say that there's still some mystique left to Sting, in my opinion. I think there's some things Sting still had to offer, and I think a lot of people didn't really like what they saw out of Sting in WWE. So the chance to see him in a different promotion doing something different might excite people. Like, I wasn't thrilled about it, but he did grow on me when I realized that he was going to kind of be this different, kind of smarmy Sting, this guy patting people on the head and talking shit about Darby Allin being a copycat and making Tony do this "it's Sting," thing and all of that. Like, it was little subtle things, but it definitely had the smell of him being, an asshole. And I don't know where it's going to go, but I would love to see a heel Sting who thinks he's better than everybody in a promotion like AEW. I would love to see him going around thinking he's this god to professional wrestling, and like people slowly realizing that he's, an asshole, I think there's more storytelling possibilities there, and it's more intriguing than Goldberg coming back again. Every time you come back, every run you do, it tarnishes your legacy. Every time you come back for that payday, every Saudi Arabia pay-per-view you show up for,
blood money in the sand,
it makes it that much more difficult for people to care about you and to be excited to see you. Sting still has something left in the tank, but he's more of a spectacle, I think, than Goldberg is. And I think Sting could be more interesting even if he doesn't wrestle. Whereas if Goldberg isn't wrestling, then he doesn't seem to have anything to offer. Right.
So for me, man, we talked about this a little bit on last week's show, but for me, man, the Sting thing has more legs to it because they came right out and said right away, Sting's not coming back to be like this in-ring talent. But the way that they're having him mess with Darby Allin and the way that he's intertwined with Cody and Arn and them, and the way that you don't really know which way he's going to go. You don't know who he's really going to align himself with. You don't really know what he's going to do. Like you said, there's still some mystique to it. Sting, I feel like, didn't get to go out the way he wanted to in WWE. So for him to get another run here with AEW, who knows what that's going to look like. But in my personal opinion, to close out the thought on that, I just feel like it's getting a better, rub than the, I think that it's getting a better rub than the Roman thing, just because Goldberg seems to just come back and they always put him in there with some big name fucking, he's got to go against the guy. He's got to go against the champion. He's got to do this, when Sting, for all we know from what we've seen so far, is essentially just going to be, as far as we can tell, a manager. But in reality, like Sting always says, the one thing about Sting is that nothing's for sure. We still really don't know what's going to come out of that.